took the low line, he took the high line, and you came up and just made him put his foot down.
I didn't see it, or I didn't know it.
Interesting no holds barred between the two.
Yeah, I don't, definitely anything that happened wasn't intentional because we just don't race like that. He had some, I think he would admit as well that he had some problems today, and in the end, that's what cost him, probably the 20 seconds. I mean, there was definitely a crash that was 10 seconds in one of those big dips, and then there was another crash in the top of the run-up at the Ingles run-up. And so, those were the two times that I heard him, the bonk breaker run-up. I heard him crash, and that's when I put the pressure down for sure. Those were the two moments.
Did you have a clean race?
I did. I had no mistakes, and that honestly is the best thing that I could have hoped for, because just riding smooth and steady. And I had probably one lap that I took really conservatively because I just felt like I was gassed after Steven's first crash. Those guys you saw, they came back to me, and then I felt like I got my footing again, and I was able to just keep it moving and extend out after that second bobble that he had on the bonk breaker run up. Right up.
When Logan went,
Yes.
were you guys worried at all, or did you think you'd bring it back?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is I haven't raced with Logan since Iowa, so that's like a month and a half ago, and I look at the lap times from the World Cups in Europe, and I see he's doing well, but how does that translate in the pro race, and how does that? I don't know yet. I mean, the thing with Logan is that he's 20 and he's got a lot of snap, and I'm older than I'm 32, so it's just different the way that we're racing each other. And so when I see him make big attacks, but then we're able to bring him back a little bit, that definitely changes it reminds me that there's a lot of snap, but not necessarily you can hold it. And so today for me, it was just try to stay steady and, again, not like overextend myself and then get in the red and then make a mistake, because I've done enough of these that I know you can be in the red, and the momentum from the crowd and everything will definitely make you go harder than you believe, than you can. So.
Was your form good all race? Did you feel in trouble at all?
I didn't. I felt like I rode a race that I was capable of, and I felt like it was within my means. My legs certainly hurt. I mean, the course was, you were able to put out so much power output that I think the thing that is really good for me is that it was just strongest guy won, and that's the thing. It's like strongest technically, but also you have to be able to, after you put that power down, be able to execute on those off cambers, and there was plenty of places to make mistakes, and that's what you saw. So yeah, I think I rode a good race. I think I rode the race I was capable of, and that's what I told my team last night, is as long as win, lose, or draw, as long as I come away from this and I feel like I was able to give 110%, then I'll be happy, because no doubt this is one of the most contested nationals that I've won, for sure.
What was the tire choice today?
Yeah, I think a lot of guys ran bigger tires than I did. I just ran a FMB traditional tire, just a diamond tread tire, no mud, anything, it's called a slalom. And yeah, I think that's, for me, I like that because it has a little bit less rolling resistance and it's not overkill. So I've always ran less when other people are running more, and so I felt pretty confident on it today when I was warming up, and I knew that it was going to dry out more as the wind came through, so I was happy with that.
Was it pretty windy out there?
It was, yeah, for sure. There was, especially through the start finish, that was surprisingly one of the harder parts of the course, and I think in a different race probably would have rested through there, but because the race ran a little bit short today, definitely had to attack through the start finish, and it was hard. Yeah, it was definitely one of the harder parts because you strung it together with those other sections and then those two run-ups, and it was for sure. There was a lot of power output today.
So you've got 3 in a row, 4 total.
Yeah.
How does this rank up with the other championships you've got?
My first one is definitely the most special. If I watch that still, I still get goosebumps. This one is definitely special because it was really talked about, and Steven and I have been going head to head, and Steven, Logan, and I have been doing good battles all year, and so there was a lot of pressure, I think, on everyone to perform and to put out a good performance, and I think for me it's definitely a big win, and I think that a lot of people see my season or see some results in Europe and think that I'm not going well, but I've been hunkered down and putting everything I can into the end of this season because I know how long it is. It's hard to be going good in August and in February, but over the years I've been trying to get better for the World Championships, and that's still a big goal of mine. So this Nationals is a big deal. I'm really proud to continue to wear the jersey, and I'm psyched to be able to bring it over to Europe.
If you could ride how you rode today in Zolder, where do you think you can end up?
I think it's in the top 10 is definitely possible. 100%.
with Jeremy Cyclocross magazine here on Ingles Heckle Hill. It seemed like Hyde maybe tried to ride it, or rode it once or twice, or tried to ride it twice.
Sure.
And wasn't really gaining any ground there. Was the advantage there definitely to run? I mean, did you ever give thought to riding it?
I actually never rode it, not even in warm up. So never crossed my mind that I was going to ride it, because you just see that you put everything in the race towards that one moment, like, oh, if I just ride this, and it ends up being a non-factor, and I kind of identified that as being a non-factor immediately in warm up, and it's just it's a real leg sapper, you know, to be doing those zero cadence efforts up a hill like that when you know 3 laps in you're not going to be able to ride it anyway. And so yeah, I just ran it every lap. I had been working on my running and working on short, steep runs like that in prep for this race and for Zolder and for these European races. So I felt pretty well suited to be able to do it at the same pace they were riding it. Yeah, so I felt like I knew where I was and what I was going to do there.
How much worry was there when you saw Logan with that first attack, and did you think, oh boy, does he have, how many more of those does he have in his legs?
Yeah, I did. I mean, definitely. You know, you always wonder that. Like I said, I haven't raced with him in a couple, 5 weeks. So how could I know? But definitely, Logan's a rider in the future, and he's super talented, and I know where he's coming from, and I know he's bringing a lot of momentum, and he wants to win. And that's the thing that you see with Logan and Steven. They both want to win, and you know, I'm like, it's funny because I'm the old guy now, so I just keep it smooth and steady, and those guys do a lot of the big dramatic moves. So I don't know. It was definitely, he rode an impressive race, third, even though, you know, he's 10 years younger than both Steven and I. So you gotta give him credit for that, and I definitely do. So
did you make any bike changes today? Were you on the same bike the whole race?
I was on the same bike all day. Felt great.
The bike was good. No issues. No nothing.
Yeah, man, the bike was perfect. It was great to be out there on feel confident on the machine.
Congratulations on the win. It was a great ride, man. Very impressive.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.